Today we're gonna go over the inside pitch. We're gonna talk about a couple things that are gonna help us be successful with this pitch. And we're gonna add some drills that'll really take your swing to the next level and help you crush these inside pitches with no problem. Let's get it. So before we even get into hitting this ball, let's talk a little bit about the feels, right? Let's talk about what we need to feel to hit this pitch with success. All right, so first things first, with the inside pitch, I have to make contact out in front. I don't want this ball to get deep over here or even further back. I'm gonna set this tee up out in front of home plate. Some players like to have it a little closer, some a little bit further out in front, just so they can really feel that contact out in front and not let that pitch beat them. How many times you in a cage and you're just watching a hitter swing and he's getting jammed up or she's getting jammed up every single time and just hitting flares this way up the middle on a pitch that she should have or he should have torn up to the pole side, right? That's because they're letting that ball get a little bit too deep and now they're trying to go here to make contact and save themselves. Well, the thing is, you should have got to your low position here and started to rotate the hips, stay square, and make contact out in front. So simply making contact out in front will help you be more successful with this inside pitch. The next thing I want to talk about is actually feeling your hips activate and engage with this inside pitch, okay? So that means when I'm in my stance and I load up, I really want to feel my hips start to work while still keeping this front shoulder closed. I don't want to feel the hips start to work and then pull my front shoulder off. That's another one. How many times aren't you here at the facility? I see it all the time, or at the field. Player tries to get this inside pitch out in front and ends up just going boom, a ton of foul balls over here, right? That's because he didn't only activate his hips, he actually made his whole upper body pull off the ball. My third tip for hitting this inside pitch is feeling like you're working inside the ball. I want to feel like the knob of the bat is working along with this white line right here throughout my whole swing. So I don't want to feel this knob start to get around the ball. For me to have success with this inside pitch, I need to stay short to the ball and I need to stay connected. That means my arms are closer to my body when I launch and staying connected when I swing. That way I'm right here making contact out in front and not getting jammed with this inside pitch. A lot of times you get jammed with this inside pitch because you're taking your arms around it and you end up hitting it with the bad part of the bat. We need to hit it with the barrel of the bat. And we're gonna do that by staying connected, staying short, knob inside it. Look how connected I am with my body. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Extension out in front through contact. So I've never felt like my hands were going around me. I literally felt like my knob and my hands were working along this white line my entire swing. Contact, 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 extension through. All right, guys, now let's get into my first drill for hitting the inside pitch. I like to use another tee right here. I could set it up right here, and this will help me just stay shorter to the ball. We talked about staying close to the body with the arms following this white line. This tee is gonna help me do that. I've seen a ton of my players have success placing that tee right there, loading up, and just working on staying short to the ball. This is gonna keep your hands connected and avoid this big loopy move where you're getting around it. I'm in my stance, load up, and I'm just working on staying connected and inside the ball. Now, you could also mix that one up and place this tee right here. Now this tee is right here on the outer half of the plate. It pretty much helps me do the same thing. Stay connected, extension through it, and finish. So another drill we can do for the inside pitch is pretty much mixing in like a hip hesitation drill. So I'll be in my stance, nice and relaxed. And on my first rep, I'm not gonna swing. I'm simply gonna go load, hip hesitation while keeping that front shoulder closed. So I fire the hips, keep the front shoulder closed. Now that kind of puts in my brain that I have to fire my hips as soon as I land my heel. I really want to work that lower body first, so my bat is working quicker through the zone. I'll be in my stance on the next one. I'm able to crank that thing because I learned how explosive I had to be on that previous hesitation move, and then I carried that feel, boom, right to my next swing. All right, guys, so the last drill we'll go over today is gonna be this inside pitch with this net setup right here. So normally I would start with this net a little bit further off the plate, but the better you get at it, the more you gotta challenge yourself, right? So let's say you're having a lot of success with this pitch, with the net off the plate, bring it in a little bit closer. That way you challenge yourself a little bit more. What this net is gonna do is gonna force you to keep your hands a little bit closer to your body, and it's gonna make you have a shorter swing. It's gonna get you from point A to point B quickly, because if you're loopy and you got a long swing, you're gonna be heading into this net almost every single time. So you wanna make sure you stay short to the ball every time, and you really wanna keep your hands connected with your body. Not only that, I prefer doing this drill off front toss. This is where the money's at. When you could be successful with this drill in front toss, that's when you know you're gonna be dominant with those inside pitches in a game. Because it's gonna teach you how to just get to contact out in front every single time. You'll be in your stance, and it's gonna get you point A, point B. Try to drive them back up the middle, and if you're in an indoor, try to go top corner of the pull side in the cage. Nothing to the pull side net down here, because it'll just be foul balls on a real field. All right, guys, that's gonna be all we got for today. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you guys hit that sub button. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Instagram. Coach Netty5 is the username. And thank you guys for tuning in. Catch you guys on the next one.